So in this video, we're going to have a quick look at how you can access data from the hub from another tool such as QGIS. So I've opened up my pinned item list here where I've got a scene of Sentinel-2 ARD data. And we've recorded another video about accessing metadata in the hub for particular scenes. And you do that by selecting the I option on the item card. And you'll recall from that video, we talked about assets. So assets is another name really for files that are associated with this particular scene. And in the list of assets for this particular scene, you'll see we've got an asset called COG. And that stands for Cloud Optimized GeoTIFF, and that is the main asset on this file. And you can see that gives us an access to the actual URL for that file and also some further metadata about what all the bands are. So I can just select download and that will go away and download the data directly to my local machine. And then I can use that in whatever software I like. But I'm actually going to cancel that because this is a cloud optimized GeoTIFF, which means we can access it directly over the web and it's optimized for that purposes. So the way I'm going to do that is by going to the URL, going to right mouse button click, I'm using Chrome here, and select copy link address. So I've now got that link copied. And then I'm going to come over to my QGIS application and I'm going to add that layer into QGIS. So the way I do that here is by selecting layer, add raster layer, and there's some various options here. There's file, protocol, or OGC API. I'm going to select protocol. It's actually got still selected a URL from what I was doing earlier. But if I clear that, and I'm now just going to Control V to paste my reference to this Cloud Optimized GeoTIFF in and select add. And you will see that when I close that dialog, that has been added directly to the map. You can see maybe the display style looks a little bit strange on that. You'll see within QGIS, you can choose which bands map onto which render properties. So in here, it's actually got it a little bit the wrong way around, but we can go in and we can change that. So I'm double clicking on the band and then I can select my red band. I'd want that to be the red band from my Cloud Optimized GeoTIFF. The green band's fine, and then the blue band we will change over to band 1 for blue-grey. And I can hit apply, and you'll now see that that should render in a slightly more appropriate way. And then if I want to manipulate that in other ways, obviously within the QGIS application, I can go and change the stretch, for example, how we stretch the values of the data across those different scales. So lots of options there for you to explore. So the other thing just to take a look at as well is the COG is just one of the assets on the scene. So if I come back to our catalogue, you will see collapse the COG. You can see we've got some other ones. So we've got things like topographic shadow, valid pixels, cloud probability, cloud, etc. And I've deliberately chosen a scene that's slightly cloudy so we can take a look at that as well. So here, when I look at the cloud asset, I'm going to repeat what I did before. So I'm going to copy that link address, and then I'm going to come back to my QGIS application, and I'm going to add the raster layer in again, and just clear what was there from before, paste that new reference in, and hit add. And what you'll see here now, this is now, if I switch the main scene off, you'll see what I'm displaying there is a cloud mask. So this has values that can be used to kind of filter out data that is either entirely covered by cloud, So you'll see those are the black values there, or potentially covered by shadow from the cloud. So you'll see as I switch those on and off, you can see the different effects of that. So yeah, and there is a general sort of principle. You can do that with other data in the hub, assuming that it's in a cloud optimized GeoTIFF. If it's not, then you would need to download the data directly onto your local machine and just use it as you would any other normal file.